saying. So, would you guys like to partake in a group shuffling? Or Devin, do you even have your cards with you?
You have to go get them though.
Yeah, you don't never leave. You never leave home without the cards, right?
I get hold on. Actually, I got two of them in my pocket right now. I gotta put the rest of them together.
Period.
So let me. I'm gonna put these with them when I get a chance. So.
Okay. Glock you down?
Oh yeah, I got my cards right here.
See?
Listen, I did my live. I hopped off. I made me a little case of quesadilla. And now I'm back at the desk with the cards. Yes, baby. With my grandma candies.
Okay, gang. Oh, I love me a good strawberry filling.
We got a whole bag of them, girl.
Gotta keep them. See?
Gotta keep the tradition alive, you know?
Yeah, I pray they don't ever get rid of them strawberry candies. Strawberry, peppermint, and cinnamon disc. Them my three. Oh, and Werther's Originals. You could really get me with any candy. Okay,
butterscotch.
When I'm an ancestor, you really can get me with any candy, just about.
Yep.
Butterscotch will get me every time.
The swirly I can't remember the call right now, but the swirly
Lifesavers.
Yeah. The fact that they discontinued it.
Strawberry cream.
The fact that they discontinued those aggravates my soul every day.
Bro, they didn't discontinue them. They just cut back because people be popping up with bags of them in other cities and states.
Okay.
They just don't
look through Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Because that's where I get my
strawberry.
Yeah, all lady candies. Okay, well, because you know what I'm saying, you two are guests to the show. Who would like to go first?
Not it.
Not it.
Hold on, let me.
Oh my God! No, you fine. Everybody get themselves together. Look at me over here. I'm gonna make sure I come back and when I edit this, I'm gonna specifically post the shuffling of the cards for real to get whatever messages we come out with. So this will be posted. This portion definitely.
It's special because I really don't be reading my playing cards because I'm like. So the first card I got was the Four of Clubs. So yeah, that's going to talk about your work being foundational, your spiritual work, right? So I would even make that akin to your spiritual hygiene, making sure that you're keeping yourself clean, keeping yourself leveled. If you need to wrap your head up, do that, right? Also, here's the thing. Let's talk about when you're getting into your spiritual work, right? Especially since we're on the number 4, because we're going to see the resonance there. Think about all of your limbs being integral parts of your body, right? So, make sure you're getting keeping your hands clean, right? Think about putting together spiritual washes for your hands, right? We don't really see those anymore. We don't really see those being active as much, right? Those are important things to be implementing in your work. A lot of times y'all are putting your hands on work or you're taking your hands off of work and you're not cleansing them in between, right? Like white folks were able to revolutionize their society by learning that you need to wash your hands, especially if you're going to be digging in somebody's body, right? It takes time. We all take our time getting to common sense, but right, you got to make sure that you're keeping yourself clean in between, right? The work that you do, right? Cleaning and cleansing beforehand and then afterwards, right? And so making sure that you keep your hands clean, cleaning off your feet, getting rid of all of that energy, relinquishing all of that tension that might be there, right? That's manifesting because you have all this built up energy and connection that you need to release. Right, a lot of y'all are empaths that are taking in, and they are taking in all this information through your hands and feet, and you're not releasing it. You're just holding on to it. You'll see that thing that your body starts to relax, your nervous system starts to feel a bit freer when you're cleaning off. Same thing for your head. You hear about your head all the time, but make sure you're being mindful about your hands and your feet. Six of Hearts, right? So this is typically about unraveling trauma, right? When we see a six come up, at least for how I've been taught to read, this is a lot about our resolving of things that have come up for us in the past, right? The things that are passed down to us. Being able to break down that stuff and address it head on and really look at it for what it is and resolve it, right? And so looking at some of the things, some of the mundane and just like regular things that come up with our families, right? So for a lot of y'all, Mother's Day today, especially being on a Sunday, is going to bring up a lot of things for you. Release all that. Work through all of that. Put it on the table so you can examine it and pull it apart properly and get to the heart of it. And not, again, it's fine to have your emotions, but what is the action there? What are you going to actually do to heal yourself? What kind of work and requirements are you going to put on these other people in order for them to maintain their relationship with you? Or are you going to cut things off entirely? Right? Being active is how you get to the next step. You can't just feel and know where you are. You have to then get to a point of being able to take the necessary action to propel you forward. Seven of Hearts, right? Doing that work gets you to the next step, gets you to that point where you can really start feeling the abundance of those things, right? Your luck coming up, your reaping what you sowed, right? So you do these things, right, on the back end, right? You are getting yourself in a place, again, that's where it is, right? You get this inflammatory experience from these interactions, and you do the necessary work to like get yourself together, right? You clean and you cleanse head to toe, hands, right, feet. Get yourself centered, get yourself ready, get yourself into the proper space. Then you can actually dissect these things for what they are, see them from what they are, and not from a reactionary, not from an emotional viewpoint. You can actually address them head on and take action about them. And when you do so, then you get to start seeing yourself reap all the benefits of all the things that you've worked for, that you put into practice, right? And everything kind of comes full circle and better elevates you. And this is just something to like be mindful of during the week. So these are just small steps. You don't have to move mountains, but definitely taking some real action and being able, even if it's just about you being vocal about your boundaries and what you want, those things are helpful.
Okay, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Glock, you ready, boo? Or you want a little bit more time? Okay, well, let me jump in. So what I got here, I'm probably gonna be repeating a lot of things that Devin said too, because spirit is heavy on the as Devin was talking, the Lily card popped out. This King of Spades, and I'm using Grandma Baby Lenormand deck that I created using their guidebook. Okay, so with this card of expansion, this is moving beyond. This is healing. Okay, this is getting around these entities seeking to destroy you. See, here we have the Six of Spades, and I make sure I write on these so I can know when they come in reverse. So the Six of Spades, which is the card of revolution, being here in reverse, is a block. Your spirits are unable to help you, mainly because you're not asking them niggas for help. You know what I'm saying? It is your birthright to be protected. I have a card of protection out here, okay, from the gods of Egypt. Mayhem. I have devastation coming out here in reverse. So it's like I'm feeling like you're fighting the inevitable. Like, you know that you're at a because the crossroad card is out here too. So you know that you're at a point in your life where it's time for some decision making, but I seen the crossroad in reverse. So again, these are blockages. You're scared. Okay, here we have the queen. We got two queens. So get into that divine femme energy. But the queen of wands is the snake card. This utilizing the spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing when you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold. That's what's playing in my head. Like spirit is saying, know when to fight and when to lay your swords down, lay your burdens at the altar. Sometimes it does not take all of the hullabaloo of arguing and fussing and cussing. Right now, I think spirit is saying lean into that divine, again, that divine femme energy is it's definitely duality, because within divine femme there is war, but we on this day are focused on that mothering, that nurturing. Okay, here we got the water energy. You see in these cards with Geb prosperity, there's a lot of blue in that card. I don't know if y'all can see it. And then right here with the protection, he's on a boat floating in water. And remember, I told y'all I pulled the ship card, was one of the first cards I pulled when I was talking to Spirit earlier about this live. And it's a transition. You're ready to move forward. But I have two cards out here talking about protection. You know what I'm saying? The six of spades is speaking of spiritual protection. Doing a lot of what Devin said earlier, that like that black candle where you just yell all of that negativity and all of the wrong, you know what I'm saying, the things going wrong in your life that you're trying to let go of and release. Got the mirror card out here, self-reflection, getting in the mirror, speaking over yourself. Nine of diamonds out here. Nine of diamonds is the broom card, releasing, sweeping out the old. A lot of y'all want to move on to the next thing. Again, you got that microwave mentality, but spirit is saying stop, slow down, get in the mirror. Okay, you're missing out on your prosperity because you're missing out on all of this work that you got to do. Okay, you're trying to fast forward to your future self. You know what I'm saying, with that mirror, but that ain't what's gonna happen. It's not you can't win when you're not right within. So getting back to this card right here, this a mutt devastation. It's just it's inevitable. Listen, baby, the things they're gonna come to an end. Okay, these cycles, you gotta work through them. This shit gonna be devastating. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are putting off this work because it's hard and it hurts. I get it. And when I say I get it, I'm telling you, this is why it has taken me 7 fucking years to work through my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on it, but I done got what I feel is the bulk of the underlying issues worked through. And it took me time. I had to shed. That's what that snake card is talking about. It's talking about letting go of the things. 3 cards of affirmation that I pulled here. The first one is I am bold. I don't know. Can y'all see that? Yes, I am bold. I give myself grace, and I'm living in every moment. Those are our 3 affirmations. I couldn't get them up. I am bold. I give myself grace, and I'm living in every moment. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about the past but heal and learn lessons and then move forward. Okay? Move forward by giving yourself grace, by understanding and giving your lineage grace as well. Because people were hurt by people who were hurt by people who were hurt by people who were hurt by people. You get what I'm saying? There's a whole system set up to keep us down. Okay? And living in every moment, we're talking about being present. Okay? There's nothing that you and your ancestors and the cosmos and the universe and God cannot fix. Okay? So there's no anxiety comes when you are worried about the future. But if you gonna worry about it, then don't pray about it. But if once you pray about it, then you must let go and let God, the universe, your ancestors, so on and so forth. Okay, that's all I got.
Interestingly enough, I had spoke about what you just spoke about in my live today about the energetic reading of the week. And if you would let me, I want to read my soul truth cards for this week and what they were, and they'll be posted tomorrow. So the first one, it says, on whom am I placing the blame right now? It says, a person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. And a person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility on whom you are placing the blame right now. Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart, you will be led. And the other one says, what can I burn? Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? So those weren't even the cards that I pulled for this. Those was the cards I had pulled for my life. We love alignment. But the cards that I pulled for this kind of piggybacked off of what the both of you said. I have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. You have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Lady, enjoy your growth and reap rewards. And Medicine Guide, be open to healing information. Now, we all talk about how healing isn't linear. We all talk about how healing isn't, there's no such thing as being healed. Healing is a constant journey. You're not healed. You just learn how to maneuver differently within the space that you're in, right? And I feel like that's where the shapeshifter comes in. You at some point in time in your journey, you were broken, and you have to acknowledge the things that happened in the past and how you react to the things that are happening in your present, right? And with that, learning how to react differently, because how you feel is valid. Your pain is real, your hurt is real, but what's important is how you're moving about it. You say that you want better, then move better. You say that you want more, then get more. But you can't continuously be in the space of continuously doing the same thing and reacting the same way and wanting to get a different outcome. We all know the definition of insanity, right? I also pulled tarot cards. And you have the star card, which is the star of wish fulfillment, right? It's like we have major arcanas and minor arcanas. I mean, major arcanas in tarot, and it's like the big joker, right? So in the big joker sense, you want your wish fulfillment. What is it that you desire outside of your pain, outside of your trauma? What is it that you want? And if what you want is attached to your trauma, that's not what you want. That's just appeasing a wound in you. That's filling a void. What is it that you want outside of your trauma? What is it that you desire outside of that trauma? Right? The next card you have is the Hangman Reverse. And the Hangman Reverse, for me, I feel like you're not focused. You're focused on the pain. You're focused on the wound. You're focused on the hurt. And that's okay. But once you start to bandage that up, once you start to heal, you can't focus on that broken bone no more. You can't continuously blame something on that broken bone, especially when it's healed, right? You got to keep going. Now, you might have some aches and pains because we all getting older. We all know how that goes. But you take yourself a little Advil and you keep it moving. You know what I mean? And that Advil is that prayer. That Advil is you calling on your spirits. That Advil is you addressing that pain, you moving different, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is your opportunities, right? You have a lot of opportunities that have been presented to you, and you may have missed out on those opportunities because of these traumas, because of what you're feeling, because of how you're reacting, right? Because we need to be in a space now where we're conscious of how we're moving forward, and how we're attending to these wounds when we're triggered. Because when you're triggered and you start reacting, you start losing out on things. You start missing opportunities. So you also have to be mindful of that when you're going through this healing journey. And if you're not ready and you're not in that space, being cognizant of where you are and how you're moving. And that's why having those people around you, having that family, that community around you is important, because they're going to tell you when you, can we curse? Can I curse? They're going to tell you when you fucking up. Okay. They're going to tell you, hey man, this ain't it. This is not it. But they're going to make you slow down. They're going to make you yield. They're going to make you rethink things. They're going to help you grow. And that's why it's important to have those people around you and heal that Spirit, give me the words. Give me the words. I don't feel like that's the word, but for lack of better terms, heal that mother wound, because your mother is supposed to help instill that confidence in you, those decision makings within you, right? Or the confidence to make those decisions, the confidence within yourself to be who you are, to shine, that inner being, right? And I feel like you do, and I feel like you will, and I feel like you are. It's just you gotta turn up the heat a little bit, baby. You do. You gotta turn up the heat. You've been in this wounded space, and that's not who you are. It's not. It's never been who you are. It was never who you were supposed to be. And for those of you who may not get this, because I feel like for some of you, you might feel like you need it, on the behalf of the people that have hurt you, that may not take accountability, I am deeply, truly sorry. I am so sorry that they hurt you. I am so sorry that they placed you in a position to where you have to heal, and that is not your fault. How they act and how they've treated you was not your fault, and you did not deserve that. And I pray that you're able to learn how to maneuver better, to receive better, to receive more. That's it. That's all I get.
Ashe. This, amen. Man, Glock, come on.
You know, my daddy
Need
minister,
that apology, because Lord knows I ain't gonna hear it ever from me, folks.
And that's something that's real big. Some people need that, like I'm sorry I hurt you, and some you will never get it. Unfortunately, there's some people who will take that to the grave with them, like I didn't do nothing wrong. I did the best that I could, and I gave you what I got, and you just make it enough. And
you said all of that at 2:22.
And I'm like, and you really want to, and like, I'm like, that's the whole thing. Like a lot of like, that is a hang up for a lot of people, and you want to flip that, because them being steadfast and not apologizing and not acknowledging, and is the same energy as you being steadfast and not moving forward and letting it go. And you don't want to be that old person that you run into all the time, who always want to bring up how my mother never really hugged me the way I wanted. My daddy never was around when he was supposed to. He didn't really claim me. Like, it don't matter. We're talking about a slice of bread. Well, you know, my mama. Like,
now why is she in
it? She been dead 35 years, but I'm just saying, you know, my mama really, you know, you could have took that bread and made me a sandwich, right? And that could have even been a way for her to say that but she just didn't want to say that she loved. I'm like, sorry.
But Grace has and like I said, that's why I liked Losha's live that she did a couple of nights ago, maybe a week ago. I don't know, but I put it in that post that I put on Facebook, and she got into it about how she felt like her mom didn't really love her, and then come to find out her dad, now her mom is gone, but her dad told her, she may have been like around 50, that her mom struggled with going back to work after she had her. Her mom did not want to leave her. And she started crying on the live because her mom was dead and gone before she found that out. that they are like, okay, dang, my mom really did love me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, our mothers were not supported. The community, they lost that community support, and so they did not have the proper tools to rear us up in an emotionally stable manner. I got last 3 cards, right? Which is really funny because Sekhmet popped up. Okay. And Sekhmet is the goddess that I've been talking about. She's the goddess of the wounded healers. The theme of this card is healing. And this is the ladies, legendary ladies. This ain't even my African goddess deck. This is the legendary ladies, and she still popped up. So it says, Lioness, goddess of destruction and healing. Sekhmet shows you the power of breaking things down in order to rebuild them better. It's time to do just that. She'll send you messages in your dreams about what will help you transform during your next evolution. Okay? The red dot above Sekhmet's head is the sun. She is the eye of Ra. Ra being the sun god, right? So she's all about enlightenment, okay? All about growth and fiery passion. I don't like to show my altar, but right now I got my red candle going. I got my offering and all of that to the goddess to help me further my journey in healing, to send me the tools, to send me the people. Look at these two. You know what I'm saying? Been in my life, and now we locked in. You know what I'm saying? This is the work, doing the work. When Glock, as you was talking, I was like, I forgot what you said, but I put in the comments, doing the work. What was you saying? I can't remember. It might come back. But either way, like, a lot of us be trying to dodging the work. Okay. Crystals came out from the A is for alchemy deck. And you know, alchemy is that work, the magic. But then at the bottom of said deck is the alchemy deck. So the magic that you may need to be working with in this season is crystals. You don't have to limit yourself to crystals, but Spirit is just saying, hey, it behooves you to go pick up a few. Okay, especially crystals that are geared towards your healing. When trying to work with the ancestors, petrified wood is a really good one. I do not have it up here. No, I don't. Tiger's eye when working with the goddess Sekhmet. Tiger's eye brings that boldness, that the courage to see it through. You know what I'm saying? There was a reason why Rocky was running to the eye of the tiger. I got the iron tiger. Okay, you need that energy. You need that lioness energy. So yeah, find you some crystals. I cannot name all of them, but a simple Google search of what crystal is good for this will take you a long way. Okay, and then the last card is Mbakomu. And this is the goddess of soul forgiveness. Because remember, we talked about that grace and mercy. Now notice this Black woman with her 2 children. Okay. So it says, why do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, hurt, grief, rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Let me say that again. Forgiveness does not include reconciliation, meaning that you can forgive them niggas and love them from afar. It means that you do not have to put them back into your life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go to that family reunion. You ain't got to go to none of it. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, all right, y'all, I see y'all when I see you. Start with self-forgiveness. Say out loud, I forgive myself with love. The goddess declaration for this card is, I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Get in the mirror. I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Okay? All right. That was it for my cards. I'm going to sleep so good tonight. Woo, Lord. I thank you, Spirit. I thank you guys, Devin and Glock, for coming and joining us. Do y'all have any final words for the people? I would definitely like y'all to say everything that you do, where they can follow you, if they would like to work with you, so on and so forth. Go for
it. Last words. I think that card was really good because it summed it up. That with all of this forgiveness, with all this perspective, none of that negates, again, accountability and responsibility. Very much so hold these people accountable for what they did do it, for what they did do and didn't do. But don't let that stop you from progress. My handle on Instagram is DEVINEX12. It's kind of long, but yes, DEVINEX12. You can follow me there and hit me up. All my prices are there, and you can also DM me about any kind of work that you might want to do outside of that, and we'll put something together. I pretty much do everything, divination, all kinds of spiritual work, especially like cleansing and cleaning folks up, that type of thing. So, and I have products as well. So, and I'm based here in Atlanta.
Devin, we're gonna have to talk. I just followed you on Instagram, but we don't have to talk because you said something, and I feel like I was supposed to be on this live for a reason. We're gonna talk. Anywho, I also agree. I feel like that last card was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and thank you for inviting me to be on here. When people say that forgiveness is not about them, it's about you, it is. You don't need to forgive that person because people are telling you to. When you forgive somebody, you need to formulate where your boundaries are and where you will never allow anyone to cross that, specifically that person, ever again. Right? So if that means never talking to them again, you don't need to talk to that person. If that means that you need to love them from a distance, or you may have to come around every once in a while, that's absolutely okay. That is absolutely okay. Forgiveness is you and what you need to do to make yourself feel better and more at peace. That's why they say forgiveness is for you. Now, you might not be able to forgive people, okay? And that's okay too. Sometimes people do things that are unforgivable. That's your line in the sand, that's your line in the sand. But allow that to be the line, okay? Everywhere, my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Haus of Glock, HAUSOFGLOCK. Again, it's HAUSOFGLOCK. There's a Facebook. I don't know how to work Facebook. TT old, but TT young. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm old, but I might be too young for Facebook. I don't know how to do the whole business Facebook thing. I'm trying. It's not working that well. But if you would like to book a reading, I'll also have a Patreon. Everything. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Twitter is my main source of everything. I'm trying to be a lot better with everything else, but for a lot of the sales and the earlies and in the announcements and stuff, Twitter is my go-to. Yeah, make sure you guys follow me. Thank you.
Yes, I love y'all. I thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you guys for pulling up. Listen, I'm building beautiful things over here, honey. Come be part of the tribe. I love this. My heart is just so full. I'm fighting the tears. This was so beautiful. Thank you guys again for joining me. Catch me every Sunday. Now, I'm not going to hold you these next 2 Sundays, this last Sunday in May and the first Sunday in June. and maybe for these next 2 weeks, y'all might not see me because I'm moving, and this is a big transition, and you know what I'm saying, trying to be present on the internet and do all these things at the same time are very hard. So I feel like this was a really great way to wrap up the season for me. You know what I'm saying, with the soul sessions. So yeah, but y'all stay tuned. Great things are brewing. What's up, baby?
Sorry, you mentioned getting into crystals. I also wanted to say that another good way is to also, like, to go with that. If you have the time and space, get on top of a mountain somewhere. Go up north, get into the mountains. And, like, ironically, getting on a higher elevation will be really good for helping you get grounded.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense because you're still touching ground. You're still technically connected, but you're at a higher. Let's go to Stone Mountain. We're going to Stone Mountain.
Hello, that's exactly what I thought about. That's and remember what I told you about that dream that I had, where I walked up that mountain, I got carried down.
Okay.
That's not just my birthday. A couple of years ago, we went up to Dahlonega into the mountains. We got some crystals. We just went on a nature walk, and it was exactly like that. Because Spirit at the last minute was like, "You need to go to the mountains, and you need to be up there." I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Y'all seen those glamping tents?
Yeah. I've been wanting to go so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say less. My birthday is in August, and I'm back in Georgia, y'all. Like,
period.
Give me 3 weeks to get reacclimated, and she in the streets.
Period.
I'm outside for real. Like, I'm not playing. Jock said road trip. They're right. Come on, Jock in the 706. Pick up Faith, and you two come on to Atlanta or Middle Georgia, whichever one. Whichever one we at. Doggone it.
Come on down. We'll be at the house.
Say what, Devin?
Come on down. We'll be at the house. Y'all come through.
Yeah. Bring some cups and some plates with you.
Period. Okay, Jock said, look, Faith said, say that my bags is packed. I know that's right, baby.
I know that's right.
And I love that because the people, they ready. I've been talking about doing some kind of retreat for like 3 years now. Cause I seen it. And then who spoke about it? Proverbial Jamal. Remember Jamal said something. Yeah, I'm ready. Like, I got enough. I know enough. You know enough. She know enough. They know. Everybody know enough that we could come together and make the thing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all stay tuned. I'm telling y'all. Look, Jock talking about hurry up. Wait a minute. You can't rush greatness now. You can't. This is gonna be some epic shit.
And he's not rushing. It's just a reminder. No. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
Just a little fire.
Yeah, and really, I needed that. I don't know. Something clicked over these last 3. I think it was. I think when the leak in this building happened, aka my basement flooded, and Spirit revealed that it was my time to move on from this city. I was like, God damn it! I really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like spend another year and get some footing in this city, but Spirit's like, nah, your time up. You did what you said you was coming up here to do. Now I need you to go back. So I see now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to go back to bring all this healed goodness back to my home soil. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't say that enough, y'all. I'm really excited. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna end this live. I love y'all. Thank you guys for pulling up. As I said, it will not be the last Sunday of May or the first Sunday in June. We will reconvene the second Sunday in June. I don't know the exact date, but with all things, I tell y'all niggas, just follow me. Turn them notifications on for when I get live, and let's have a good time. Let's build with that which we are seeking. Okay? Okay, the Field of Dreams said, if you build it, they will come. Here we are building. No.
Talk about it.
Oh.
Talk about it.
Okay. All right, beautiful people. Y'all have an awesome night. If you need us, want to work with any of us, you already know, hit us up on the DMs. All right. Be blessed, you guys.
Adios.
Can it